Look, it's a future coffee table. Hey guys, welcome out to the shop today. This week I have so much stuff planned. We've got to go ahead and get ready for Halloween coming up. We have a Halloween tree where the base of it's not very stable, so I've got to create a new base for that. Back last year, I think around the same time, I made a base and just scroll sawed out 2 circles the best I could get them and then glued them together and then put it on a little platform, and it's not doing well. The platform's not big enough and it tips over really easy. And as you can see, I went ahead and got some pallets earlier today. We had to strap them on top of the car, and it was really crazy. It was a lot of weight on top of the vehicle, and I wasn't sure if they were going to come off. They were strapped down pretty good, but still, there's always that little instinct in me that I think that they're just going to go flying off the car at some point. And usually when I strap things down, I use 3 straps, and I had left one of my straps home, so I only had 2. The 3 is like a backup, and in case one of them pops off, you always have an actual set still on there, and then you can stop and replace it and hook it back up, see what was wrong. But the pallets are for an upcoming project, hopefully not this week, but maybe next week. I hope to have that thing completely disassembled and started making a coffee table out of it. The pallets are about like 4.5, almost 5 feet in width, and the slats are kind of smaller, but I think with enough of them I can get a pretty decent top. And then there's some pretty good like 3x3s on there that would be perfect for legs. Another thing that I've been really wanting to do for the past 6 years since I've had my shop is actually use this power box. I put this in and I've started hooking it up, but I never finished it. I've even ran the wire over to the house and I just never hooked it into the breaker. So there we go. Here is most of what I need to actually do this. I'm thinking about going all the way around the shop with like an 8-inch cut and pulling the drywall off and making that spot just easily run all the wire through all the 2x4s, and then be able to put the little boxes in very easy, and then just go ahead and replace the drywall when I'm done with it. So one of the tools that I'm going to really rely on for this is going to be this little Dremel Sawmax. This thing is amazing to work with. I really like it. It does not have a very deep cut, so I can figure out how deep my drywall is, and then I can change it using this right here. And this thing won't cut into any kind of 2x4 or anything if I don't want it to. Now I do have to change the blade on it. This one's been pretty wore out, and I've used it on plywood and all sorts of different things, but this is a very good tool that I've used it a lot and I really like it. This is going to be a perfect application to use it on this drywall. And I also want to add one up here. I've had this little power cord thing right here, and it's been running like that for a really long time, and I'd really actually like to take that down. I'd like to get a thing from the box up around onto the ceiling and put a couple actual lights up here, maybe just some plugs, and then maybe a couple like little spotlight things. I don't know. That's still in the works, but I think the major project for me this week is going to be putting in all of the electrical stuff. After I get all that hooked up, I can finally get rid of all these extension cords I've been using for years and years. So on last week's video with the sander organizer, I'm really happy with that and how it came out. I actually have been looking at this whole entire like little section of the wall right here and thinking that I could put in a couple different shelves, maybe a little bit higher up, put the flat sandpaper on different shelving up there, and then actually put some of the toolboxes like what the Dremel Sawmax came in. I can actually fit those below it on some different shelves, and it's kind of out of the way. It's not going to interfere with the lumber rack, and it would fit nicely with my bandsaw going in right here. Look at these two. Aren't they just so sweet? Say hi. Woo! Trying to kiss the camera. And then we got this sleepy one over here. This one always sleeps all the time. So after the sander organizer, I also had my router table video. That was a lot of fun. I got to show you guys what to do and also what not to do when the board kicked backwards on the router blade. You never want to go in where the router bit is spinning. You never want to go into that direction, or also just grab it and throw it off into the same direction. One thing that I'm always really cautious about when using the router table though is never pushing my hands in towards the bit. I'll keep them out of the path and always going like in front of or pulling kind of towards me or just barely guiding the workpiece along, because you know what, I like having all of my fingers and I don't like trips to the hospital. So trying to stay away from that thing is, you know, the number one goal. I never want to push up this way if it did slip out or if it caught or something. I don't want my fingers going in towards that bit. Simple as that. So thanks guys for checking out today's vlog. There's a lot to look forward to. I'm going to be using all the electrical stuff this week, trying to get that all done. And that means that the shop will have power finally, especially before winter. I can usually I could probably put in a heater this year and actually keep the shop kind of warm. And then next week, I'm going to really work hard and try to get all those pallets torn apart this week. That way I can start gluing stuff up and have a coffee table made for you guys to look at next week. So thanks for watching. You guys leave comments as always. Say hello in the comment section. I'll say hello back. Chit chat, we'll do whatever. Leave a comment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys are new. Check out all the project videos, all the quick tips, and everything like that. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video.